Hey guys, so this is August, day one, arms and shoulders. We're gonna start with our shoulders. We have 3 exercises. We are gonna have the bench for the day. 3 exercises as a circuit, 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna go through 3 times. So the first one we've done before, the band with the handle, is gonna go under the bench. They're gonna sit on the end of the bench, elbows out wide, knuckles up, palms to the front, exhale as they press straight overhead, stopping those elbows at about shoulder height, not down low, keeping their back nice and tall. Exercise number 2 is the low to high crossover cable raise. So we're gonna cross our arms by grabbing the handles with the opposite hand, stand nice and tall. I'm facing you, they're probably gonna face the rig. Exhale, lift straight up and out, returning down to their hips every time. And then the last one is a low to high rear delt pull, kind of similar to a row, knuckles up. I would do no hand rotation, really hit the rear delt, exhale as they pull back, bilateral stance, 30 seconds, switch arms, 30 seconds on the other side. So again, 3 exercises as a circuit 3 times, seated overhead shoulder press, we have the low to high cross cable raise, and then we have the low to high rear delt pull. And then we're gonna move on to biceps. So we do need a rope on the right side, all the way at the top. No. The rope is at the top, yes. So, again, 3 exercises, 3 moves as a circuit, 1, 2, and 3. The first one is a high rope bicep curl. We've done this before where we keep our elbows in line with our shoulders and we curl. This is similar except we're gonna wing our elbows out. Our grip is a little bit different, however it still hits your biceps. So curl those handles to your shoulders, elbows stay in line with your shoulders a little bit higher, and they go out wide. Still gonna hit those biceps. Number 2 is a supine bicep curl. We've done this before, so this is where we're gonna lie down on our back. We're gonna grab R2 and L2, tuck your triceps and elbows on the floor, and pull both handles, palms up to your shoulders. Exhale. Feet can be on the footrest. And then the last one, the cable goes to the bottom, and we do our hammer curl. Stand nice and tall, bilateral stance. Really tuck those elbows under your shoulders into your rib cage and don't let them move. So we have that high rope bicep curl. We have the supine bicep curls with L2 and R2, and we have the hammer curl. I actually think I'm gonna update the paper. I think we should put the red lever at elbow height for that bicep curl, and then it's not so weird and we're not curling down, so that's what we want to do. So number 1, the rope is at shoulder height, elbows wide, and you curl into your chest or your shoulders. 2 is the supine bicep curls, both arms, and then 3 is the hammer curl with the rope all the way at the bottom. As a circuit, 1, 2, and 3, 3 times. Circuit number 3, we have 3 moves. We do need the bench for this. So the rope is going to stay on. It's going to go all the way to the bottom. Pin it close to the rig. Exercise 1 is a supine skull crusher. So they lay down on the bench, grab the rope, keep those elbows in line over your shoulders. Exhale, and pull that handle straight overhead into straight arms. 30 seconds, make sure their shoulders are nice and tight against the bench. Make sure their back's nice and flat against the bench so it's supported. Exercise number 2 is bench dips. So they're going to put their hands on the bench. Feet can be straight or bent. If they're straight, it's a little bit harder. They want a nice tall back, and they want their back to almost scrape the bench as they send those elbows behind them and use their triceps to support their weight. Exhale on the way up, keep a nice tall back. The modification for this is a little bit weird. It is where you put your hands behind you, sit on the bench, lean back, and press using your triceps. They have to have kind of the right angle, but that way they're not supporting their entire body weight. It's just more of a support of their upper body weight as they lean back, still ensuring that they bend at their elbows to use those triceps. And then exercise number 3, we are all familiar with. We haven't done it in a couple months, but we're gonna bring it back. We have our plank walk-ups. So starting a high plank, nice tight glutes, tight core, drop to your elbows, and press back up to your palms. I like to alternate which hand goes first, so I would give that as a suggestion. So 3 exercises, 1, 2, and 3. As a circuit, we have our supine skull crushers with the rope, we have our bench dips, and then we have the plank walk-ups. So that rounds out shoulders, biceps, and triceps. We're then gonna go on to lower body. So for this one, we again need the bench, and it's gonna be in front of the black cable with the hand, or the black handle on the cable. Nice low cable, it's already at the bottom for you. We have 3 exercises, and we're going to do them 2 times through as a circuit. Exercise number 1 is our rear foot elevated split squat with a row. So that foot's on the bench, most of the weight, 1 foot's on the bench, most of the weight's on that front leg that's on the floor. They are sinking and rowing as they stand. Okay, so watch knee alignment on that front knee. 30 seconds each leg. Exercise number 2, we're gonna bring back the bench step-ups. They are non-alternating. So the first set, they're gonna lead with 1 foot. Round 2, they're gonna lead with the other foot. And exercise number 3 is alternating plyo lunges. So of course the client has the option to do non-plyo, just take the jump out, or they can grab onto the TRX straps. So they're gonna just do alternating jumping lunges. If they want some support, they can hold on to the TRX straps and do them, or they can just do alternating reverse lunges. So we have the rear foot elevated split squat with a row. We have the non-alternating bench step-ups, and then we have alternating plyo lunges, 2 times as a circuit. And then we have a challenge. So the challenge is just gonna be 1 time. They're going to do a rear foot elevated, sorry, I need the bench again. Rear foot elevated split squat, hold for 15 seconds. They're gonna hop off, alternating plyo lunges or just stepping reverse lunges. Go to the other leg, 15-second hold, and then 15 seconds of some sort of plyo or reverse alternating lunge. 1 time. 15-second hold one side, lunge, 15-second hold the other side, lunge. And the lunges are also 15 seconds. Then we're gonna move into upper body 2. I don't believe we need the bench for that. We have 4 exercises. We're gonna do each exercise 2 times before we move on to the next. So the first one is a TRX high pull. Lean back into a row, toes to the ceiling. Pull your body up into a Y and release down low. Pull your body up into a Y and release down low. So essentially, they're pulling at that angle and back down with straight arms the whole time. Tight glutes, pull your core in to support a nice flat back. 2 times, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 15 or 10, I need to take a look at what I set the timer up, and then I'll update the paper. Then you're gonna move on to exercise number 2. It's a seated, low cable supinated row. So we haven't done this for a while. So they're gonna sit on the floor, feet on the footrest, and they're gonna use L2 and R2 with a supinated grip. Exhale as they drive their elbows behind them. 30 seconds, 2 times. Then they're gonna move on to 3. Straight arm lat pull down. So hands about shoulder width, step back, I'll face you. Straight arms, a little bit of a hinge. Pull that lat bar all the way down to their quads. They can stop at shoulder height, they can go higher, whatever more comfortable for them, whatever their shoulder mobility allows. That's going to recruit a lot of core as well, so they're gonna go 2 times on that with the rest in between. And then we're going to move on to number 4, which is the rope curl to lift. So we've done this month. Bilateral stance, they're going to face their neighbor. So they're going to exaggerate that curl to the shoulder, exhale overhead, and then exaggerate the uncurl. And they're going to go 30 seconds per side, and they're going to alternate sides. So the first one in this series is the TRX high pull twice. Then they're going to move on to the seated supinated row. Elbows stay nice and tight twice. Then they're going to move on to the straight arm lat pull down twice, and they're going to finish with the rope curl to lift 2 times, alternating on each side. And then we are going to finish with a little band burner, 3 exercises. They're going to do exercise 1 2 times, they're going to do exercise 2 2 times, and 3 is twice. So exercise number 1 is a band tricep kickback. So they're familiar with that, so they're going to go here and just kick back. These are fast pulses, 30 seconds on, they get a rest, and they're going to do it again. Exercise number 2 is half rep bicep curl. So they're going to stand on it, start with elbows at 90 degrees, right below 90, right above 90. Pulse it out, fast reps, 30 seconds on with a rest, and then 30 seconds again, and then they'll move on to 3, which is those alternating forward or front to lateral raises with the band. And that's it, we'll do that twice. And then we will finish with core. So core kind of has a pattern. We have 1 exercise that is unilateral, and then we have 2 exercises that are bilateral. So the first exercise is an anti-rotational hold, 30 seconds per side, bilateral stance. The handle starts at your belly button, press straight out and hold. 30 seconds, then they're going to switch. Same thing, 30 seconds. So I have the red lever high hip, pretty much mid forearm seems to work for that. Then they're going to move on to exercise number 2, which is 45 seconds. It is a circulating 3-point plank as option number 1. If they want to make it a little bit harder, they can go to a 2-point plank. So we're going to start in a high plank, and they're just going to alternate all the way around their body, lifting each limb for 45 seconds. If they want to make it harder, they can lift one hand and the opposite foot for 45 seconds. And then the third one is also 45 seconds. This is the bench shootout, which we have done before. Sit on the edge of the bench, pull your belly button in, start in full extension, pull your knees to your chest. They can do that on the bench, or they can do that on the floor. If they want to make it harder, the rope's already at the bottom. Grab the rope and pull your knees to your chest, full extension there. Up to them, they have a couple different options: bench shootout, floor shootout, make it harder, grab the rope and do a weighted shootout. So, anti-rotational hold, 30 seconds each side, circulating 3-point plank or 2-point plank, 45 seconds, and then some sort of shootout for 45 seconds, and we're going for 2 rounds on that. And that's it.